How's it going, everyone? My name's Tristan. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 items that you must bring when you're traveling in hostels. And make sure you stay tuned for the entire video because a lot of items in my top 10 aren't in any other YouTube video and you'll only be able to find them here. Also, my 10th tip might just be the most important one, so stay tuned. So I'm at my parents' house right now, so I don't have all these items physically on me. However, I'm just going to be putting a picture of them right here and I'll put a link to all the items in the description below. Now, 9 out of these 10 items are physical items that you're going to need to bring. However, the first one is not a physical item, and that is the right attitude. Traveling in hostels is a lifestyle, and you need to bring a positive, open-minded attitude if you're going to have a good time. You can't take things too seriously, you need to have a sense of humor, and also you need to be open to new experiences. Just a little pro tip, whenever you're traveling in hostels, you're going to be meeting people from all around the world. And because of that, they're probably not going to have the same political or religious views. And if they do, that's great, but I would just say, don't talk about politics or religion. Whenever you're meeting people while traveling in hostels, I've found that you really get to know people really well, really quickly. However, talking about these two topics doesn't really help you get to know people better as a person, and they usually just start fights and disagreements, so I always say stay away from talking about religion and politics. So now moving on to number 2, and that's a fanny pack. Now I know for you Americans out there, fanny packs are not cool. They look goofy, no one wears them, they're for your grandpa to wear. However, when you're traveling in hostels, there's nothing wrong about wearing a fanny pack. Honestly, whenever you're traveling in hostels, all the Europeans that you'll be meeting will have their own fanny pack, and it's really only the Americans, I feel like, that don't bring fanny packs. So if you're an American and you think fanny packs are weird, suck it up, get a fanny pack. They're super useful, they'll prevent you from being pickpocketed. So before you go traveling, get yourself a fanny pack. You won't look weird, you won't stick out. Now number 3 is probably the most popular item that you'll be hearing people tell you to get, and that is a lock. Locks are so critical. You must get a lock. Whenever you're traveling in hostels, you never know who you're sleeping with. Even though 99 out of 100 times they're wonderful, trustworthy people, you never know when you're going to be sleeping next to that one person who's going to steal your stuff. So I recommend bring a padlock so you can lock your stuff up at a hostel. Now, moving on to number 4, and this one's critical. You must buy a microfiber quick dry towel. For those of you who don't know what that is, again, pictures right here. Microfiber towels are really small towels that you can fold up really small and easily fit in your backpack. They won't take up much room and they'll dry you off really well. Literally, if they get full of water, you can just wring them out, all the water will fall out, and then you can dry yourself off again. They're super useful and they are 100% a must bring when you're traveling in hostels. Moving on to number 5. This is actually something that I didn't bring when traveling in hostels my first time, and I deeply regretted it. Number 5 is Nilodor. It's a little bottle of stuff that can kill any odor. I guarantee you'll be in some stinky hostels. People have been traveling, walking around the streets for hours, all day long. They'll come back and they'll take their shoes and socks off, and the entire room will stink. It is really rare to be staying in a hostel room where no one stinks. There's always someone that stinks. There's always something that stinks. There's always some shoes that stink. There's always something that stinks. So get Nilodor. It's just this little bottle about this big. You put a drop on anything, it'll completely kill all the smell. It won't take up much room in your bag, and you'll be very happy you got it. Now, moving on to number 6, you must bring a small, all-in-one thing of shampoo and body wash. My first time traveling in hostels, I brought one thing of conditioner, one thing of shampoo, and another thing of body wash. You don't need all that. And keep in mind, you're traveling in a hostel, you don't have to look your best. I guarantee you that one bottle of hair and body wash combined will satisfy all of your hygiene needs while you're in a hostel. Now, for number 7, bring a wet and dry bag. I know you might be thinking that you don't need a wet and dry bag because you're not going to be going whitewater rafting or swimming all the time. However, wet and dry bags are great for anyone living in a hostel because whenever you're showering, you can put all of the stuff that you want to keep dry in there. Like, let's say your towel and clothes that you're going to change into. You can put it over the shower, and then turn the water off. Get all of your stuff out of it, they'll be completely dry, and it's way easier than having to hang stuff over the door, and even then your stuff usually gets wet. So a wet and dry bag is something I would bring if I were you if you're traveling in a hostel, especially if you're going to be going out whitewater rafting, swimming near the beach. However, just for showering, it's worth it. Now, number 8, I'm sure you've seen this in every video, but you must bring a power outlet converter. Obviously, you're going to need a power outlet converter to charge anything you want. It's kind of a no-brainer, but yeah, get a power outlet converter. While we're talking about outlet converters, here's just another little pro tip. Bring a really long power cord for your phone. I'm talking something that's like 8 to 10 feet, you know, around 3 meters-ish. Whenever traveling in hostels, you often don't get to pick which bed you're going to be sleeping in. And when you're on the top bunk, oftentimes the closest wall outlet is going to be below the bottom bunk. So to be able to charge your phone while on your bed, you're going to need a really long cord. Now moving on to tip number 9, and that is bring an eye mask. So for me personally, I'm a really deep sleeper and I didn't think I was going to need an eye mask. However, after the very first time I stayed in a hostel for just a couple days, I realized that I needed an eye mask. That's because people are going to be coming in and out of your room at all hours of the night, and the lights are often going to be going on and off. And so if you wake up easily to light, I would recommend getting an eye mask. So now moving on to the 10th and possibly most important tip, and that is do not pack many t-shirts, shorts, or pants. And I'll tell you why. So underwear, socks, those are good. Bring as many as you want. But when it comes to t-shirts especially, you don't want to bring many of them because you're going to be in lots of cool places, oftentimes that have really cheap clothes, and you're going to want to buy stuff and add it to your bag. I recommend going with a bag that's only half full. I would only bring maybe like 3 to 5 shirts and shorts. You're going to see so many cool things, especially if you're traveling to Southeast Asia. You're going to be able to buy like any good t-shirt for like $4, $5, $6, and you're gonna want to get a lot. And if your bag's already full, you're not gonna be able to get those things and then bring them back to your home. Pack super light, only pack maybe like 5 shirts, 5 shorts, and then buy everything else there and bring it home with you. If you're traveling somewhere that's a little bit more expensive, maybe like Australia, the Nordic countries, even a lot of places in West Europe, then it's okay to pack a more full suitcase. However, especially if you're traveling to Southeast Asia, Japan, China, any place that has a lot of cheap apparel, do not pack heavy so you can buy a lot of cool things there. And then an 11th bonus item that you can bring is some Imodium A-D. That is some anti-diarrheal medicine. When you're traveling in hostels, you're going to be traveling around the world eating a bunch of delicious food, but a bunch of this food is going to be off a street cart, so you don't know how well it's going to be prepared. And it's a lot of just different types of foods that your body's not used to. I personally have a strong stomach, but I know a lot of people who don't, and the last thing you want is to be eating some delicious food and then walking around exploring a beautiful new city when all of a sudden some diarrhea hits. So definitely get some Imodium A-D to prevent some unwanted diarrhea. Alright, bingo. Now that's it for my top 10 must-bring items for traveling in a hostel. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more. I'm going to be uploading a video in 2 days. That's the top 5 most overrated items that people tell you to pack, but you don't really need to pack. So if you want to see that video, I'll have the link in the description once I post it. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish all of you a great time on your adventures.